What's up, YouTube? It's Yemi here from SwingTradeFX, and this is definitely not a regular video, right? But I just want to give my thoughts on what GJ is currently doing right now, what we should expect since next week the market is going to open big, and this is based off just the questions I've been getting from a lot of you guys, and I can realize that a lot of people are really just agitated and just focus on wanting to make money. I just can't stress this enough that focus on process, right? Don't focus on what the market will do. Focus on what the market is doing right now, and that is how you're able to get ahead of the market. And personally, while my official mentorship and trading and everything starts over the weekend to next week, I've been in the market and I've really been enjoying, what the market have been doing. And a lot of you guys asked me, what do I think of the market? So I thought, okay, since, I'm a little bit free right now, let me just share something with the community, just my way of just being committed to you guys, to empowering you guys to, be profitable for people who are willing to just take this advantage, because 2025 I'm going to be more available, right? And just to show you guys how simple this knowledge can be and how uncomplicated you can literally dissect the market in a matter of minutes, and how you can just um, read information of what the market is doing and what the market has done so far and what the market is most likely going to do, predictively, right? Through the lens of just a framework of strategy, right? So to do this, I'm just going to start from the daily time frame, and I hope I'm able to answer questions for people who had asked. Okay. So the first things first, like I said, I genuinely believe through the lens of my framework that the market is going to get to the 204 level, then 208 level. I think that is going to happen for real. So so what are we seeing right now? It's very simple. The first thing you want to do is you want to have an understanding of what the market is doing right now. So to have an understanding of what the market is doing, you want to identify the major structures right here. The market has been on these major structures of the higher highs and the higher lows right here, right? So this is what the market is doing right now. And the market so far, looking at the structure point, means that the market is, still very, very bullish, right? So you have to be able to look at this deeply and have a deeper understanding, right? You can check my chart structure video on YouTube. That's really going to help you. And if you just want to deepen, insight and knowledge, you can definitely sign up to the academy, right? So we have the market following this, and we have this minor structure. So the minor structure are represented in the black line. So both the major and the minor structures are to the upside, right? And we believe 100% that the market is making a move to first the 204 level right here, and then the 208 level. This is what we're seeing right now. And you might ask me that, why do I think so? It's very simple. You just want to look at what the market has done so far, right? You want to see the flow of the market from a macro, level, right? The market made this push, and this was a sell-off, and the market is just picking the pace to recover, like the sell back, at least back to the level where the sell-off started from, right? So it depends on the context in which you see it. So we believe 100% that the market might be coming to this point first, then this point, at least for the most, right? And what we see here is that the current higher low forming, right, is still a higher low that is still informed, right? It's sitting right at this level. Why is it still informed? It's very simple. The basic foundational principle of structure, the market hasn't broken this point. However, from the smaller point of view, right, we have the smaller structures right here, and the market is still on the higher low. So that is enough for us to just work with. So we're going to be working with this last structure right here, right? So from a daily time frame perspective, we kind of see what we're doing, that if the market rejects this level, then we now have like specific level where we might actually be coming to. So let's get to the 4 hours time frame real quick so that we can have an understanding of what the market is doing. And I will try to explain some tricks the market had pulled, in just the past 2 days, right? So this is what it's going to look like. If we ever find a confirmation to back our claim right here, we might be going here for a TP1, for a TP2, and going to to a level for a TP3, right? It is really just that simple. But I must say this, right? If you do not have a knowledge of swing trading, you should not be looking to taking your trade to this point, because the journey is going to be ups and down to get to that point. So you want to be able to have specific confirmations you're looking at before you actually scale, and for you to continue to hold the trade. Okay, so from a 4-hour time frame perspective, we want to just amplify and see things clear, right? And seeing this clearer means that we have, now you can see the higher low right here. We have the higher low right here. And now it seemed to me like we're having a higher low right here at this area of support, right? So a lot of people do not look at context, the bigger context of the market. They just want to jump into the market and just want to, jump into the market and just want to, trade based on what they are seeing right now. You need to be able to see context of the market, right? A lot of people would have thought because of this sell-off, the market is going down. No, the overall context of the structure is still to the upside. And this, as beautiful and as amazing, as impulsive this is just a retracement based on what we are seeing right now, right? You don't trade the market based on what you feel. You trade the market based on what you're seeing right now, okay? So, that being said, let's give a reference point, or let's give a proving point to why we believe 100% that the market. So this is the last high low. Let me just map out the structure first before I go to prove the concept of that. So this is the last higher low, and then we have this, little bit of structural higher low right here, and this is not a higher low. So why do, I sent an update to my war room members, right, which are my private students who are trading live with me in the community, that they should expect a sell-off, right? So many are not surprised when this happened. The sell was going to happen before we finally break that level. So why did this sell happen? First of all, why this market was making a push to the upside, it refused to break the structure, right? So the fact that it couldn't break the structure sent the market back down to, gather more momentum for the market to actually break to this upside. And this is definitely what had been happening in the market, okay? So now we want to be sure that this level is a very strong point of interest, right, for us, right? So what do? Let's go to the 1-hour time frame to see what the market is doing. So far so good. We have, a higher low right from this level. And right now we're having the market rejecting, this very, very strong level. So what do we want to see from a 4-hour time frame, from a 1-hour time frame perspective? We want to see every reason why this level right here is a very strong point of interest, right? So first, I want to bring up my trend line, so I have the market rejecting my trend line level right here, and it is giving us an initial second touch right here and a tiny touch right here. Okay, every single tiny details matters, right? So I can see that happening, and also you can see right here that the market is actually on a very strong support level, right? You can see the strong rejection right to this point. You can see another rejection right to this point. So those are the things you want to see, okay? Then now that we're clear on, the point of interest, driven by, a very strong reversal, right? And, definitely the Fibonacci reversal point also is around the zone as well when you bring your Fibonacci from the low to the high, right? So that is, the point of interest. And when you take it even lower to the 15-minute time frame, you kind of put it on the line chart, you can see that the market is really just respecting, this area of support, right? And now we're having it intersect the trend line level, which might be a precursor for a very, very strong move to the upside. So before we actually even say anything with respect to, where the market is on how to find our entry right now, let me just talk a little bit about what the market has done, right? Earlier this week, I was in this trade, right, when this happened, right? A lot of people thought the market was going to reverse from here. but I never thought the market was going to reverse fully from here. I'm still very well aware of the fact that even though I'm in on this trade, I'm going to be scaling out, and I scaled this trade out when the market got to this point to secure some profit because I know the market is going to go down. So the question is, how did I know the market was going to go down? It's pretty much very simple. So in as much as we had a 61.8 level right here, where we thought the market was going to go to that point, we still have a very strong area of resistance right here, driven by the previous area of support, right? So my outlook was that if the market, should get to this level, I think this level might send the market back down for a deeper retracement before we get the push to the upside. And that was exactly what happened in the market, right? So now that, we kind of have an understanding of why the market dropped, right? The next thing we want to do is we want to look at, the trend. What are the key levels we want to identify as the market, perhaps might be going to the upside, right? First of all, we have this right here. And now that we have this right here, we have that same level where the market was rejecting from, because that was the level that led the market to come back now. And we would love to see that level get, really broken again. And definitely want to pay attention to this previous area of support, because, it might really just want to, cause some sort of like obstruction while the market is moving to the upside. The goal is you just want to be aware of those levels that are leveled against you, right? Why you are certain of where the market is going to, but you still want to be aware of this level so that nothing catches you by surprise, right? So now that we have all this level, I'm currently on this trade right now. I added a new position, and yes, I've been holding some of the position I took from, the lower part, right? We took some position right here, I had a position right here, and I'm adding a new one right here, right? While I've been scaling in and out, right? I took a position right here, exited right here, took another position right here, exited right here. So I've been in and out while I still hold a major swing, right? It takes a lot of skill level to do this. And I must say, one of the skills you must learn to be able to do that is actually to detach away from money. Then you need to definitely build a technical understanding of the market, right? And that is why I implore everyone, if you're still struggling in the market, I think you need to just stop a bit and don't get addicted to, funding and blowing your account. You should definitely join the SwingTradeFX Academy, where you're going to be mentored on how to be, profitable. And I'm not going to make this up for you. I'm not going to sugarcoat it for you. You're definitely going to put in some work, to achieve mastery. Every job in this world requires you to put in work to achieve mastery. You can't learn to be a surgeon just in a day, right? So why do you think trading is going to take you a day, right? So, and this is why a lot of people fall from many of the scam bits guy, where they are going to say, oh, you're going to know how to trade in 10 days. No, it doesn't work that way. This takes years, right? So analyze is not just the only component of trading, right? How have I been able to hold all these trades and I'd still be trading in and out? And, you need, definitely a high level of knowledge. So now let's look at what is going on right here. So now that we have this right here, you want to see what are the structures that we're having right now. We can see that the market rejected right here, rejected right to this level. And ever since then, we've been having like a minor structure, right? So the break of the structure was the first indication for me that the market is good, right? And the moment the market gave me this break, I got in on this trade, right? So after it rejected the point of interest, I got in on this point. But then what thing you can see right here is the market has been in a very big consolidation ever since then, right? The market tried to break at this level, right? And went back into the consolidation. And now it seems to us like the market is testing the peak of the consolidation again. Now, what does this say? It's very simple. Momentum are not yet in the market, right? Momentums are not yet in the market. And, like I said, trading second week of January, a lot of traders are going to be coming in. So the buyers here seem to have cleared the path, at least from what we can see right now. And we're just waiting for other buyers to join in on this trade so that we can push it up, right? So you want to wait for the market to, give you a very much more stronger break. And, we're going to see some rejection right around this point, perhaps some consolidation. Then, we're going to find the market break above this level. And once that happens, we can actually target this level, not just this level, but we can even target the 204 level, right? Now, when the market gets its 204 level right here, you should expect some sort of like consolidation. So, depending on your objective, you want to be able to take some profit out so that, compound your account for the market to push up again. So this is what I'm going to be looking at, but definitely the market is coming to like the 208 level, right? And this is going to happen in a matter of the next couple of weeks, right? And I'm definitely in for all of this, right? So this is what we're looking at right on this pair. And, it's not just about analyzing and, having an idea of where the market should go. Now, how do you intend to, arrange, your stop loss, right? You want to be able to get in, when, this is fully broken, and you want to be able to move your stop loss, to a very comfortable level, depending, right? I've been in since this point and I have a very crazy and insane risk reward, like a lot, right? So, but then you want to be able to get in, you want to be a little bit more careful, and you want to get in when the consolidation is broken. You want to put your stop loss below the last point. And guess what? The risk reward here is crazy. Even to TP1, you're having about almost 1:4, and here you're having about 1:7. And here you might actually be having about 1:10. Depending on your entry, I have way more risk reward than that because I entered like way earlier, and it makes a lot of difference, right? This is not in any way a signal, okay? This is my personal thoughts on what I think the market is going to do. And I've been able to just show you practically, not just showing you outcome, but practically the process involved in this, and, how I'm able to actually, clear my thoughts or have an understanding of, okay, the market, in as much as it's selling, yes, I can see selling, but I'm not ready to, it's not a sell, right? The market is still on a buy. So how am I able to, just load in more positions on my swing and keep adding on? I have specific point right now on the chart as I'm looking at it where I'm going to be adding on to my trades, right? Which is going to give me insane. Like I said, by the time I offload all positions, I literally might be ticking off like my goals for the first quarter of the year, or even going into second quarter. That's how insane it is, right? So it's not about the number of trades you pick. And I want you to do something really different this year. I want you to trade more quality trades and not just trade to trade, okay? Don't trade to trade. Trade for quality, right? In such a way that you're driven by the process. I want you to be very excellent in your risk management. Okay, and I want you to, please, if you don't have the knowledge, I want you to seek the knowledge. I see a lot of people text me. I get thousands of messages when people feel the frustration, and it's like, I've blown my account again, and, I keep telling them the same thing. There's a reason. Can you just pause to see why you're losing and just fix it? One of the most dangerous things you want to do is to be addicted to losing. Addicted to that cycle of funding and blowing your account. Trust me, I want everyone that's watching this video right now to go into their MT4 and look and go into your profits tab and look at how much you've deposited in your account since you started trading. Some of you are going to find 10, 20, 15, 8, 9, 10,000 right there, right? Now imagine you've been losing this money in part the day you deposit $100, $200, $150, everything adds up. So you're going to realize that you've been losing too much, right? You don't want to put that money in there anymore, but you don't realize how big of the money you've lost in the market. Why? Because you keep depositing and blowing, right? I want you to take a little bit of chill pill this year. I want you to master this, right? If something is not working, you want to be able to review why it's not working, and you want to be able to take the action in the right direction that's going to lead you to actually making it work. Because let me tell you this, if you master the skill, a month can take away all the years of your frustration. Like this trade, when I finally offload on my position, like you can't imagine how much profit that is, right? So I want you to please be more discreet this year, right? I'm going to be dropping some very amazing content, and I'm going to be way more available this year. for my community. Even in the Telegram group, you're going to be getting some very nice nuggets, psychological nuggets, which is where I pride uh, uh, my experience in trading psychology, and just how to apply your psychology to trade, the right way. So I wish you guys the very best in 2025. And for everyone, hundreds of you that have been asking me what I think, this is what I think of the market. You can see how easy it is and how with much confidence I'm getting into this market and doing what I need to do. I don't really need to stress a lot. All I need to do is just have the eyes to see what is happening in the market based on the information the market is giving to me. I'm not thinking for the market. I'm not assuming for the market. I'm just doing what the market is giving to me, and that is it. So I wish you guys the very best. And like I said, and this year I'm going to be more available for a lot of you guys. If for a lot of people that are on the wish list that could not make up the discount, I don't know what we're going to do, but try your best to get into the academy this year. And from the academy you can get into the war room, which is my active community for my students only, right? And I wish you guys the very best. Some of you guys have been taking this trade with me since last year because I sent it on Instagram, right? So this is another opportunity, to scale in. And if you're not in, this is another opportunity for you to scale in. And I wish you guys the very best. For all my students, for all the Telegram community members, the YouTube community members, Instagram community, I wish you a year of profitability, not by luck, but by consistency and structure and by process, so that by the time you make that profit, you can keep it. You're not just going to make that profit, but you can keep it. And you're not just going to make profit, but you're going to build confidence along the journey. So I wish you the very best, and God bless you.